Hi everyone. So today we are going to study about system of linear equations and how to find out the solutions, how to exploit the rank to find the solutions of a system of linear equations. So let us start. Okay. So now any system of linear equations. So suppose we have m equations in n and unknowns. So what are your unknowns? x1, x2, xn. These are your n unknowns. And you have your m equations a11x1 plus a12x2 till a1 and xn equals to b1. So you have these m equations in n nodes. This is how I form a system of simultaneous equations. So if you wish to write it as ax equals to b, where a is the coefficient matrix, it will be a11, a12 till a1n, a21, a22, a2n, and the last row will be am1, am2 till amn. This is an m by n matrix. Okay, so this is our A, and then we have X, and this is my column matrix B, which is the solution. I want the left hand side to be right equal to the right hand side, and the values of x1, x2, xn should be same for all these equations. Okay, so this is my system of equation that I'm dealing with. All right. So now what we do? So if we have ax equals to b, so the augmented matrix is defined as, so what you do, you create a matrix where the first m into n entries are of the matrix A and the last column is the B. This is known as augmented matrix of A. So that is denoted as AB. So this was my coefficient matrix. I added one more column. So you can notice that one more column has been added to it. So the number of rows are same. Okay, but the number of columns are n plus 1. So this is my augmented matrix. So now we have a wonderful result which says that the necessary and sufficient condition for a linear system of equations to be consistent, that is to have at least one solution, is that the rank of the coefficient matrix is equal to the rank of the augmented matrix. That is, ax equals to b has a solution if and only if the rank of the coefficient matrix is equal to the rank of the augmented matrix. Let us see. So assume that, so first assume the first side. Suppose ax equals to b has a solution. Okay. And let the solution be, so let the solution be x1, x2 till xn. This is my solution vector x. Okay. So this is my solution vector. So I want to prove that the rank of A is equal to the rank of AB. All right. So let us see. Now look at the augmented matrix AB. Okay. So now AB is equivalent to another matrix. And what is the operations? So what I do, I make column 1 multiplied by minus x1. Then I make column 2 multiplied by minus x2. And then I make column n multiplied by minus xn. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I am going to do cn plus 1 goes to minus x1 c1 minus x2 c2 minus x3 c3 minus xn cn plus cn plus 1. So to the nth column, what I'm doing, I'm adding the linear combination. So I'm multiplying this by minus x1, this by minus x2, this by minus xn. Then I'm adding and then adding with b1. So what is my AB going to look like? My AB will be equivalent to A11 till A1n. So the first n cross n entries will be same. The last one will be B1 minus A11 x1 minus A12 x2 till minus A1 n xn. So this entry will be 0. Why this entry will be 0? Because this is a solution to Ax equals to B. If this is a solution to Ax equals to B, B1 should be equal to A11 x1 plus A12 x2 plus A13 x3 till A1 and xn. Similarly, B2 should be equal to A11 A12 x1 plus then this is A21 Okay, so A21 x1 plus A22 x2 till A2n xn. So similarly, this entry will be 0. So by using these operations, my augmented matrix AB will be equivalent to the original matrix A, and this column will be 0. Okay. Now, obviously, if the last column is 0, then in that case, the rank of the augmented matrix is equal to the rank of the original matrix A. Why? Because rank is the number of linearly independent columns. Now, if the last column has turned out to be 0 by elementary row operations, that means the number of linearly independent columns in AB and A will be the same, and therefore the rank of the matrix A is equal to the rank of the matrix AB. Okay, now let us look at the other way around. Let's see. So now what is the other way around? Suppose a rank of A is equal to the rank of augmented matrix B, and suppose this is equal to K. What does it mean? It means that there are K linearly independent columns in A and AB both. Now, obviously, augmented matrix is just one more column added to A, and therefore this last column cannot be linearly independent in AK, because in the first, this particular thing is A. I want K linearly independent columns over here. Now if this is also linearly independent, then I'll get K plus 1 linearly independent in A, which is wrong. So all the linearly independent columns are sitting in the first set only. Okay, what does it mean? It means the last column is a linear combination of first n columns. What does it mean? It means that there exists x1, x2 till xn such that b1 is equal to a11 x1 till a1n xn, b2 is equal to a21 x1 till a2n xn, and so on. So therefore, we have obtained a solution to the system. So always remember that any system of equations will have a solution if and only if the rank of the original matrix is equal to the rank of the augmented matrix. All right. Now let us see an example. So example says, do we have a solution to this system of equations? Okay, so let us try to write this in matrix form. 2 minus 1, 4 minus 2, x1, x2 is equal to 3, 5. Okay, so this is my A, this is my X, this is my B. So let us look at A. So A is 2 minus 1, 4 minus 2. Okay, so what is determinant of A? Determinant of A is 0. So rank of A is 1 because it is not a null matrix. There is at least one row minor which is non-zero. So rank of A is 1. Now look at the augmented matrix of A. 2 minus 1, 4 minus 2, 3, 5. This is the augmented matrix. Okay. Now in this matrix, if you look at this two-row minor, minus 1, 3, minus 2, 5. The determinant is minus 5 plus 6 equals to 1, which is non-zero. Therefore, rank of the augmented matrix is 2. And hence, this particular system is not solvable. There is no solution to this system of equation because as per our theorem, the solution exists if and only if the rank of the coefficient matrix is equal to the rank of the augmented matrix. Okay, and you can clearly see that in this particular type of situation, these are the left hand side. If you look at the second equation can be written down as 2x1 minus x2 is equal to 5 upon 2. So these are two parallel lines. They have no solution. Okay, this is a 2 by 2 system. We can solve it in multiple number of ways. But if you have a bigger system of equation, the augmented matrix theorem will help you a lot. Okay. Now, next concept is the concept of superfluous equations. What do you mean by superfluous equations? Now, consider a system of equations of m by n. So we have m equations in n variables. So I have the coefficient matrix A, m by n. Okay. And suppose rank of the coefficient matrix is K. What does it mean? It means that there exist K linearly independent columns, or you can say that there exist K linearly independent rows. What does it mean? Each row is actually representing an equation. So how many equations do we have? We have m equations in n variables. What are we saying? We are saying that I have only k linearly independent rows. What does it mean? It means that only k equations are there which are linearly independent, which are not depending on each other. Other m minus k equations are dependent on these k equations. So these m minus k equations are known as superfluous equations. Let me give you an example. For example, you have an equation 2x minus 3y is equal to 1. You have another equation x plus 2y equals to 5. You have another equation 2x plus 4y equals to 10. Now note that there are three equations. Okay. So how many equations we have? We have three equations in two variables. So m is equal to 2 and n is equal to like m is equal to 3 and n is equal to 2. Now look at the third equation. The third equation is a superfluous equation. Why it is a superfluous equation? Because it is a multiple of the second equation. So the third equation is just there as an extra thing for us. It is not serving any purpose. So if I solve the first two equations, the third equation will be automatically solved. That is what is meant by superfluous equations. So if you have m equations and n variables, that means the dimension of the coefficient matrix will be m by n. If the rank of the matrix A is K, it means there are K rows in A which are linearly independent. That means there are K equations which are linearly independent. That means the remaining m minus k equations are dependent on these k equations, and they are known as superfluous equations. So that is the concept of superfluous equations. Now, what do we do with superfluous equations? So there is something known as degrees of freedom. Okay. So if in the system Ax equals to B, if rank of A is equal to K, and then m minus k is called the degree of freedom. So what is the procedure? What do? You first calculate the rank of the matrix, and then m minus k. Like then suppose you have m number of equations, then m minus k, not m minus k, n minus k, because we have m equations in n variables. So these are the number of variables. Okay. So what is the degree of freedom? So if rank of A is k, then n minus k is called the degree of freedom. What does it mean? N minus k variables can be assigned arbitrary values, and the rest of the values will be determined using them. This is known as degrees of freedom. So let us see an illustration as to how this helps. Okay. So in calculating. Okay. So let's look at this example. Decide whether the following system of equations has any solutions, and if it has, find the number of degrees of freedom. Okay. So what is my system of equations? So let me just write down the matrix A. In fact, the matrix A has been written and the augmented matrix is written. So how is the augmented matrix written? The augmented matrix is written by adding the last column. So I would like to do this by converting this into a triangular form. Okay. So let us see. So in this matrix, if I do the first operation as R2 goes to R2 minus 2 R1, R3 goes to R3 minus 3 R1, and R4 goes to R4 minus 3R1. Then this matrix will turn out to be 1, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, 1, 2 minus 2, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 2 minus minus 2, 6, 2 minus 2, 0, 6 minus 6, 0, 2 minus 2, 0. 3 minus 3, 0, 5 minus 3, 2, minus 10 plus 6, minus 4, minus 3, minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, minus 3, minus 18, 3 minus 3, 0. Okay. 3 minus 3, 0. 2 minus 3, minus 1, minus 4, and then plus 6, 2, minus 3 plus 3, 0, minus 9 plus 9, 0, 3 minus 3, 0. So now I have converted my augmented matrix into this. Now you can see that the second row and the fourth row are multiples of each other. So here is the catch. So what is the next step you should do? You should go R4 goes to R4 minus, we can first divide this R2 by, so let's do R2 goes to half R2. Okay. So not half R2, 1 by 3 R2. So if we do 1 by 3 R2, what will happen? You are going to get 1, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, 1, 0, minus 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 18, 0, and 0, minus 1, 2, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now the next step should be R4 goes to R4 minus R2. So my matrix system will become 1, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, 1, 0, minus 1, 2 plus 2, 0, 0, 0. Okay. 0, 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 18, 0, and 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So notice that I have converted the last row as 0. Okay. So this is a, what kind of system it was? The matrix was a 4 by 4 matrix. So now one of the rows has become 0. So the rank of the matrix A, it cannot be equal to 4. Of course, the rank is equal to less than or equal to 3. So the system will have a solution if and only if the rank of the augmented matrix and the rank of the original matrix are same. So now let us see. I have to convert this into triangle form to confirm that. So my principal diagonal is this. So this is so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll, yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is a 4 by 6 matrix. So original one was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equations in 5 variables. Okay, so as such rank was supposed to be less than or equal to 4. Now let us see, I have to convert this particular thing as 0. So this is supposed to be minus 1, and this is supposed to be 2. Okay. So what you do now, you can make R3 goes to R3 plus 2 times R2. So I have 1, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, triple 0, and 0, and then 0, and then minus 4 plus, this is 2, The third one was 2. Okay. And then minus 4 plus, yeah, this is 2. So minus 4 plus 4 is 0. And then minus 6, and then minus 18, and then 0. And then it was 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So I have converted the matrix into a triangular form. And you can notice that in this triangular form, the number of non-zero rows in both the, in both the A and augmented will be 3. Okay. So what does it mean? It means that the rank of the matrix and the rank of the augmented matrix is equal to 3. And hence the solutions will exist. So what is the degrees of freedom? Okay. So how many number of variables are there? There are 5 variables. Since there are 5 variables, the number of degrees of freedom will be 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. That means out of these 5 variables, any 2 variables can be assigned values arbitrarily. So I can check those variables. I can take x1 to be A, x2 to be B, and then I can solve the remaining system of equations. Okay. So now if you look at this final solution which I did, okay, what are you supposed to do? So you are supposed to, so what you have to do, you have to suppose you have to, now you can take, like in this particular matrix, this is my final matrix. Okay. So in this particular matrix, suppose this is your x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. So you can give arbitrary values to x4 or x1 or x2, and then you can determine x3, x4, and x5. That is what is meant by degrees of freedom. Okay, so what is degrees of freedom? Degrees of the freedom are actually the number of variables which can be assigned values arbitrarily, and other variables can be solved using them. Okay, so this is how you use the concept of rank of a matrix being equal to the rank of augmented matrix to confirm that there is a solution. And then you can also calculate using the rank the degrees of the freedom, so you know how many variables can be assigned values and the remaining variables can be calculated as per the requirement. Thank you very much.